Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. How the hell is everybody? You cocksuckers out there in fucking Twitter. TWITER. What's that spell? You ain't doing shit with your life. Get online and argue with your motherfucking fake wife. Bitches. It's a beautiful day. I'm a wigger crooning. And when I croon, I say rhymes that rhyme with croon. Let's go through the alphabet. Aoon, boon, and you say the next C word, OON, you racist motherfucker. Patreon.com/firecrotch, my friends. Okay. This is the real deal, Holyfield, where let's just be honest. I'm not gonna last long. And it is what it is. I choose to say the things I say. I'm trying to attempt to be funny. I understand there's some people that go, hey, Uncle Dust, I don't think that's funny at all. I think, matter of fact, you're a fucking fat racist piece of shit. I respect you, dude. But also, go fuck your mother. You know? If you understand context, this is for you. And you. I want to thank you because my bank grew. And then because of thank you. I couldn't think of anything that rhymed with that. I just came from a very beautiful place. And that dude was going like this. I know he's not like that in real life, but he's behind the counter. He's throwing out fucking sushis. Boom, boom, boom. I'm taking the bus, dude. Your boy's taking the bus. Just in the pits. I know you go, we want our comedians to be rich and not like us. I can't help you. Your boy's a man of the people. He rides the bus, dude. I went to go get flowers for my wife. It's her birthday. Okay. Also, stopped at Walmart. Got a Modelo. What time is it? It's Modelo time, S.A. How about we join a goddamn gang, S.A.? I don't know what I'm gonna do, S.A. I tell you what, S.A. How about I go fuck a man in a prison cell, S.A. It's Sir 13, S.A. I don't give a fuck, it's MS-13, S.A. And if you're doing that, S.A., then I'll fuck you up the ass, S.A. People are gonna get fucked up the ass, dude, regardless. I'm not a guy that's gonna take the ass. I'm a guy that's like, I'm not saying if we were in prison, like, I pretty much wouldn't have your back. I'll just be honest with you. It's each man to their own. I'm not going to have your back. So, you might want to think about jerking them off or sucking them off before if you think I don't give have my asshole. Have at it. This is the way I'm looking at it. Have my asshole. I'm 45. Maybe you'll clear out the fucking colon cancer that's coming. Honestly, folks. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Now, I know you're thinking, Dust, this is an impromptu fucking live. What does it all mean? Good question. I like where your head's at. It means this. It means I fucking just hoofed it home. I drank a bottle of sake. I was given the fucking Sashi artiste, for lack of a better fucking term. I don't know what the fuck he is. He's putting fish together. He's putting rice on there. He's putting something spicy. He goes, eat this, honky. I ate it on the house. Never had sushi, dude. I'm thinking about the Japanese Russo War, dude. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of World War Zero, folks. A lot of people go, well, Dust, there was no such thing. Tell that to the fucking couple 100,000 fucking people that fought over there in Korea when Japan and Russia were going at it in 1900. Huh? These are the type of things you're not going to learn anywhere else. So as I'd like to tell you guys right now, patreon.com/ You want to learn more about the Japanese Russo War? Patreon / Firecrotch. If you're a poor piece of shit, you can also go to YouTube. Because I know you like free shit. Doesn't everybody? I like free shit. Pussy's the best when it's free. It's never the same if you're fucking prostitutes, dude. It's never the same. It's terrible. I mean, and your dick's probably going to get soft because it's not really a natural thing, and they don't make it easy on you when you're going through the propositioning. You know, you're like, I'll take a slice of pussy. Yes. How can I help you today? I'd like one slice of pussy, please. I mean, that sounds like a good deal. But then you're like, God damn, then you give her the 30, the 40, the 50, the 100. I couldn't get a hard on in Australia. It was basically the hottest Australian bitch I've ever seen. I think she was Australian. I mean, white, European of some sort, and I still couldn't get hard. Also, I think I fucked a sex slave in the Middle East. I'm almost positive on this one. I wouldn't count it as, because you can't really count fucking if you don't really come, right? It doesn't really count, dude. Especially if you're a John. Like, I accept the fact that I was a John. And I go up and I'm like, yes, I'd like one slice of pussy, please. And they took me up this, it was over in United Arab Emirates, right? And we fucking go to some random hotel and it's like 10 stories of whores. And I mean, it stunk like shit, dude. That was not that whores, you know, that are working don't smell like staph infection, but these bitches were on another level, dude. And it shouldn't come as a surprise. I mean, anybody listening should just be like, yeah, it does. I mean, what do you fucking expect? It's like 120 outside. They're all wearing goddamn, you know, fucking blankets and shit. They're going to stink like shit. Yeah, I guess I didn't expect that. I mean, you're never expecting that when you're young. You're just a young buck trying to get one slice, dude. Like, it'd be even better. I mean, I guess Uber, they got Uber Eats. Can they get Uber pussy? I mean, just deliver it, dude. Let's go. As you can see, the man we have on our screen now. Now, I don't know if this is a fucking, you know, I don't know if they're just, listen, there's a war going on, dude, which is wild. But also, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. I don't have a save Ukraine in the fucking thing. Also, I don't want Russia to win. I mean, it's kind of like, at this point, it's kind of like the Harlem Globetrotters playing the fucking white guys. I mean, I think they're just fucking around with them. But at the end, you know, Russia's going to win. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, I did, you know, read a story, you know, read in history, Russia has taken L's. Russia has taken L's, and we liked them because they helped us in World War II, right? We liked them for a little bit, right? I mean, because the Nazis were worse than them. So we were like, fuck yeah. You know, they slashed and burned, and they, you know, when the Germans were coming over there, they burned everything in their fucking path, and then winter came and it fucked them up, right? The fucking goddamn Nazis couldn't make it to Moscow. So it helped, you know, it helped thin the herd and get those cocksuckers out of there. But also Japan, you know, because I used to wonder, like, why we even gave a shit about Japan. When you look at the big scheme of things, you go, Russia's like what? It's like, you know, I don't know technically what it is, but it's like, you know, 3-4 United States in size, and it's like, how the fuck, you know, how didn't they take over the world already? I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, they're huge. They're huge, right? And then you learn that Japan gave them what for? Japan gave them what for in 1900, dude? They gave them what for? They wanted to take over Korea. They wanted to take over China. And it's a beautiful story. I mean, I tell you, you should go learn history, because the shit you read in these headlines, we've always been, it's never all right. The thing you learn is it's never all right. Never has it been all right. It will never be all right. We're always on the brink of, some countries are always on the brink of war. It is what it is. Let's have a cocktail and just salute that America still, and this is why I love America thoroughly, dude. Our boys listen, we gave Japan what for, dude? We went over to Guadalcanal. Dude, our boys took fucking L's in the islands, dude. We were taking L's. Thousands of our boys in the Philippines, gone, wiped off the map, bro, when Japan was pulling their fucking shit, you pieces of fucking shit. You know? And it's fucked up. You know, we didn't even go get them. Fucking bitch ass, what's his name? Goddamn general. What's his name? Not Patton. Fuck's if MacArthur? MacArthur just, I gotta go. I'm gonna go ahead and go to Australia. Went to Australia and just left his boys there. You know? What happened to going down with the fucking ship? What happened to going down with the ship? These motherfuckers, dude, let me tell you something about the Japs. These cocksuckers, bro. Everybody goes, well, we know about the bonsai. You know, the bonsai pilots and the suicide. They had suicide soldiers that were just running and gunning, knowing damn well they weren't going to win, but they'll take a couple out. They'll go run up with some grenades. So they were the original fucking jihad. You know, they were doing it to our boys in Guadalcanal, and that's just what it is. So if you're looking at that now, I named this bitch NASCAR Jihad because, as you can see, this dude could easily just be in the Las Vegas NASCAR race. Was it today? I'm in a fucking NASCAR league. I'm in a NASCAR league with some other fucking comedians, and I'm doing all right, dude. WHiggaz Earnhardt. That's my name. I'm doing all right, dude. 4th place. I don't want to brag. You know what I mean? Do I follow NASCAR? No, but I can fucking win that shit, and I will. And I'll fucking beat those goddamn fucking necks in there. I'm basically a West Coast redneck anyway. I like hunting. You know, fuck it. You know, who's gonna vote for Biden this time though? Anybody? Is anybody gonna vote for Biden? I wonder. I guess they will. Somebody will. I mean, how do you not vote just for whoever the fuck? Just be like anybody but him. It's in a way like how Biden won, right? When Trump's running against him, it's like they were just like anybody but Trump, and we ended up with fucking Biden. So whoever runs against, I mean, it looks like Trump's gonna run, but there could be a third party in there. I mean, obviously that's not gonna happen. I mean, so split decision. I guess Trump Daddy's coming back. Trump Daddy's coming back live on the set, dude. He's gonna come back hot. I don't know, dude. But here's all I know. I don't give a fuck about politics, but I know this. I hate white Muslims. I don't know if I can say that, dude, but I hate the fact that there's Russians. I don't know why. If I see some terrorists, I'm just like, yeah, that's what they're doing, what they're doing. I don't know why I just assume. Maybe it's there's a little bit of racism left. I go, fuck this shit, dude. Fuck this NASCAR Billy Hobo looking fucking fat fuck. The Chechnyan warlord. Look at this fucking punk, dude. Like I want to uppercut him in the tits so bad. This cocksucker. And then so he's like, fuck it, I'm about to invade Germany. He says he's about to invade East Germany, which is wild. I mean, it's wild. And I don't know if that's a ploy. I don't know if it's a lot of these things you go, are they, what's going on, dude? Nobody knows. I'm not smart enough to know, but I know this. We've been played before. We've been played by the government. Gulf of Tonkin, our own government blowing up our own boats, our own boys to go to war with Vietnam over communist Russia influence. It's wild, dude. So I wouldn't put it past them to say even, and now it says as fast as I've been reading this, as this Chechen warlord, they're making it look like this terror, and I'm sure he's most likely he's a piece of shit, but also he's now reportedly seriously ill and he's been poisoned. Somebody got in that fucking fat Chechen ass, dude. He referred to as a big jihad. September, he called for Russia to use low-yield nuclear weapons against Ukraine. What a nice guy. Sounds like a fucking sweetheart. Don't use the big ones, dude. He was probably like, don't Hiroshima those cocksuckers. You know? Hit him with the low yield. Poot. We should all be so lucky. And Putin promoted him to Colonel General. I just feel like they just make shit up. They're like Colonel General, Admiral, Colonel General, Admiral, Major. This is why. I mean, this is why shit's fucked up. It's just I just feel like all they do is watch America, and then they take what they think that we respect as titles and whatnot, and then they're just making shit up. I swear to God. I hated Russia. I've hated Russia for so fucking long, dude. I mean, I should be the guy that has the fucking. I should just have it in my. I should go put it in my fucking Twitter handle. Like, we had a chance to nuke them. We should just nuked them a long time ago. Like, and you know what's funny? You could say nuke Russia now. Like, you could say that. I've been waiting a long time to say that. You couldn't say like, you know, old racist men would be like, you know, Whitey's at it again. And they'd be like, you can't say, they'd be like, what do you think of the Middle East? And you'd have like old white men, they'd be like, oh, he's racist. Just nuke them. Just nuke those fucking dirty sons of bitches. But now, honkies, dude, you got some dirty ass fucking, I mean, these cocksuckers are some backwoods cocksuckers, man. The Russians are some dirty motherfuckers, bro. You don't have a lot of Russians here. Not a lot of Russians. I mean, I know they got in New York. I get it. There's some in New York. But, I mean, they just are there. I mean, whether they're held hostage or whatever, they've just accepted that this is what it is. I'm going to keep fucking – it's fine. I'm not asking you to come here. I'm saying – I'm saying, do what you do. Do what you do, Russia. Listen, I'm sure they're good people. I'm sure I would get drunk with them. I would hug them. I'd be saying wild shit. They'd take me out to fight wolves. I would love to fight wolves. This is it. I'm not flying to Russia. I'll put it out there, but I'm not going. I fucking ended up in Russia for fucking like 12 hours one time, you know, and I tried to get out of it. You can't leave the airport without a visa or a visa. You know, I had a layover from Rome flying to the U.S. and I wanted to get out there. I wanted to get after it. I was like, man, this would be tight. But after listening to bitch ass fucking John Barenthal, who until he was on Joe Rogan, I thought was the man. I mean, he's kind of the man, but I lost a lot of the man in him. You know, if he was here right now, of course, I'd be like dapping him up and shit. And I'd be like, you're the man. But he's not the man. You know, he seems like he's not the man. I don't know. You know, but he just has fucking weird opinions on shit that I don't like. And I don't think he has a sense of humor about anything. And he seems to have a lot of real world experience, but it sure ain't fucking resonating. And I don't know if he's saying that. I still think that some people say things just to say them, you know, they'll give you a little bit. They'll give you a little bit to make you feel like they're exposing themselves. But at the end, they're giving you that to feel better about themselves. Like they think this is trickery. Like I can't do that. Like I was just saying today, like my happy birthday to my wife. You know, she helped me push a hemorrhoid in one time. Like she had me get in a bathtub and tricked me into thinking you could push a hemorrhoid. You can't push a hemorrhoid back in. You can't push a hemorrhoid back in, dude. You can't do it. I mean, you can try. I don't know. It's not fun. I'm going to tell you, I didn't laugh. I'll tell you that right now. It was not funny. It fucking hurt. There was, you know what I mean? It was bad, dude. and I was in a nice bathtub in a nice Clearwater hotel on a nice stolen credit card, dude. And turns out, you know what she told me after that? You should probably get in these Speedos and go into the Atlantic Ocean. Let's go in the water. The salt will help. Yeah. The fucking salt helped our boys when they sunk in World War II and had to swim with the sharks with missing limbs and wounds and shit. I understand it helps sometimes. That story has fucked us. You know, yes, facts. That happened. You know, the USS fucking, what was it? The USS, not the Minnesota. USS, whatever the fuck, dude. USS, whatever the fuck. That fucking thing went down. Japan again. We're just on the same Japan thread. Circle back around. Those cocksuckers they're always, dude. And if you look in their history, like with the Russo War, same shit. They just did it. They did some Pearl Harbor shit to fucking Russia. There's some low down, dirty dogs, dude. I'll tell you that right now. I don't hold it against them, but I hold it against them. If you're in America, I fuck with you, dude. If you're over there, I got my eye on you. That's what I tell Cliff all the time. If you're here, I'm with you. Japanese Americans, I got you. It was fucked up when they put you in those intern camps. Cold-blooded, dude. I watched a documentary the other day on World War II. It's fucked up. You know, they jammed them in it. But it was kind of fucked up. They also called it the Holocaust. I mean, pump your brakes on that shit. This shit was not a Holocaust, dude. I mean, maybe some hard labor. You had to bang some rocks and shit. They weren't lighting motherfuckers on fire and making fucking goddamn Thai noodles out of your shit. They weren't fucking making sushi out of your asses. I mean, it's terrible. It's dead wrong, dude. It hurts my feelings. My feelings are hurt. Really. I'm dead serious. It's fucked up. I mean, that shit, when you read the story of it, it's terrible. I mean, you got good Americans getting put in there. And I was listening to this lady cry. This little this old Japanese lady, you know, they had to get sent there. Cold-blooded, dude. She's over there trying to have a farm and shit, and they just went, hey, come here. What are you doing? Oh, we growing avocado. Not anymore. Fucking get in the van, dude. And they just fucking, they're gone. Cold-blooded, man. It was fucked up. You know, but we learned from it because believe me, when fucking 9/11 happened, I honestly had a thought from reading history. I was like, are we going to round up all the fucking Muslims and put them in? Honestly, I had that thought. And so, you know, we didn't learn that all the way because obviously the CIA rounded them up and put them in fucking, you know, in, I was about to say Guatemala. Was it Guatemala? Guantanamo Bay. They put them in Guantanamo Bay. Some innocent, obviously. I mean, what does that do? And then you let them go. That was the whole thing too with letting them go. Where it's like, I was reading about Toulet. Oh man, Toulet. Toulet. I'm fucking butchered his name, but it's like Toulet Miserable. It's like he was a Haitian slave that during the slavery, you know, during slavery, you know, he basically led the uprising in Haiti. And dude, I'm getting a tattoo of this motherfucker on me, man. This dude was a bad man. I mean, this dude was fucking nasty. I love this guy. You know? Yeah, he would have murdered me and skinned me if I was there, but I wasn't. Right? This fucking dude, this guy rose up in Haiti slavery is 100% happening. It's like, it's like, what is it? 1800s? It's like, what is it? Early 1800s? Right? No. Is it? I'm fucking up the year here. You can Google it. Google it. Just Google Haiti race war. It's the only race war I know about. I mean, it's not really a race war. It's a slave uprising. It's not the same. You know what I mean? I guess by default it was a race war. By default. But at the tip of the spear, as they say, it was a slave uprising, which needed to happen. Obviously. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that fucking, you know what I mean? But I was looking for shirts for hours. I was looking for shirts and of this guy, Tulare. God damn it. But this guy was the fucking man, dude. I mean, he's lighting honkies on fire. He's burying kids. He's burying fucking plantation owners with their little hands sticking out of the ground. I mean, this guy, he's hacking people up, dude. You know, he's like, you guys fucked up, you French fucks. You know, and, you know, French got the message after, I don't know what, tens of thousands. They fought the slave uprising for years. It's wild. They were just like, oh, we'll get them. We'll fucking get you, motherfuckers. That's wild. It's wild that they thought they just go, yeah, we'll get you. Okay. You got us on this couple days, couple weeks, couple months. We'll get you back in those shackles fucking working. It's like, what? I love this. It's a great story, man. I can't recommend it enough. It's the greatest story. It might be the greatest story of all. It gave me, I was like, this fucking guy, that's the guy they need. That's the guy they need in the history books in America, dude. I wanted to hear about that. That's like a good one. That's a good story. You know? Anyway. So this fucking cocksucker, he's over here looking like he could drink at least 100 gallons of Mountain Dew at a time. He's got these so Chechnya is basically Russia, Muslim Russia, right? I believe. Yeah, because he's calling shit Big Jihad. So this dude, so he got where the fuck? These fucking news articles suck, dude. They're the worst. These news articles are shit. Because then you gotta click on the fucking thing. Like, it just said what he got. He's talking shit. So basically, it's so terrible. He's talking shit. He's like, yeah, you know, let's I'm gonna go into East Germany. You know, this fucking lame. You know, it's scary. It's scary, bro. Like, oh man. I hate to say it. I wish we would have fucking I don't know what I grew up in the 80s. We used to have to get under our desks in elementary school, man, because of Russia. We had to get under our desks in case of nuclear fallout because of Russia, like the Cold War. Like, I still had to, I remember that. And I'm not saying I don't know why didn't we give him what for? I mean, we should have gave him a case of what for. It's wild. It's fucking wild. This is insane. I don't want to, you know, but then I think at night, like I go, every night, I swear to God, every night I go, I haven't had that thought in a long time. Like, what would it be like for the sky just to light up? And I go, oh, that's a different sunset. And it's just a nuclear blast that just, and you hope that you're at you hope you're like at the main impact, which I'm close enough to LA that hopefully they would, you know, if they did light us up, it would, you know, you just hope you die fast. Like, if for me, I go, well, I hope I don't. I don't want you don't want to be like, you know, you're like left. We're like, what are you going to do? Like, I don't have a wheelchair. If my legs, you know, like half of me melts, and then I gotta, you know, who am I going to find? I got my wife. My wife's down in Long Beach. She's at a birthday party for, she's celebrating her birthday with some friends down there. I got her some flowers. I doubt those flowers are going to help her get a wheelbarrow to push me around in. I feel like on any given Sunday, my wife would just be like, fucking. My wife would just come in and be like, I don't need this shit. This fucking World War III. But fuck you, dude. I'm fucking gone, son. Like, the kids are raised. I got to go check the grandkid. Fuck your melted legs. But, so, I'm not saying it's a I'm not saying it's a race thing, because it's like, I'd hate to get blown up, period. But I'm saying, do you want to get nuked by? I used to be like, well, I mean, I guess we might get terroristed. We might get terroristed, which you just assumed would be by like fucking, the boys in the Middle East, dude. The old fucking team Al Qaeda. And now, I don't know what happened. Like, what happened? So I got to go see. I got to do history, because when you see this. This is what I think, right? Because I go, I don't know the history of this. Like, I know a lot about. I know certain history. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know. I know some history. I know the history that I know, right? I love history. I love fucking. I'll read books on it all the time, but I never read it on why Chechnya and those areas are is Islamic or Muslim. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. They're not like, I used to think that, like, because when 9/11 happened and we saw Jihad Johnny, right? Jihad Johnny, right? It was like, American, starts feeling the cause, and it was making gingers look bad. I always was like, why are they always like, how many gingers win jihadi? It's pretty crazy. If you look up jihadi gingers, which is in my Google history, all right. I think, what? This is a sidebar, but I think Google, honestly, now that I think about my Google search history, and when my Google account was deleted, along with my YouTube channel, and I think that they calculate that in, man. I don't know if that's ever been, I watched Joe Rogan. I watched some Joe Rogans. I check in here. I've never heard, not that I think that Joe Rogan's the end all be all of fucking that, but I've never found out if that's like, and I doubt we ever will, they'll never say anything about like, if your Google searches are, and if you guys haven't noticed, because I use the Google like a kid should from the 70s and 80s, dude. I Google I Google I Google things that are questionable, and there's definitely some terms in there that, let's just say, fucking old Mark Zuckerberg probably might not appreciate, even if it's in context. I'm Googling, I'm not Googling, I'm not Googling. I'm not Googling certain thing. Let's just have a quick sip. Okay, let's just have a drink real quick, because this is. And then we'll straighten this out. We'll get to the bottom of this. I quit smoking, I quit smoking 3 days ago. I quit smoking cigarettes. I was smoking a pack a day minimum. And I immediately feel better. I feel so good. I do. My lungs feel good. My breathing's better. Like the mucus cleared. The mucus cleared up faster than I thought. I was like, I had so much mucus So much. It was disgusting. You know, like wake up in the middle of the night, you can't breathe. And then it would take, I'd have to get in the shower and run hot water to get all that out. But I automatically feel better. And then I go, you know, it said, I looked up, it was like the timeline of quitting smoking, you know, and it's like, you know, literally it's like 12 hours after you quit. It's like your oxygen level gets better, which I need. I'm overweight. I'm fat as fuck. It's like, I need that oxygen, man. I need it, you know, and that was really it. That was really for me. It was the breathing and the and also healing. You know, you get oxygen, your cells are dying. I got a bad back, a bad knee. You know, I'm sure I'm going to need knee surgery again here. I don't want to get it. I don't want to get it, but I know I got to go for an MRI. I went for an X-ray and talked to the doctor the other day, and he's like, yeah, you know, he's like, most likely it's, you know, there's going to be something on the MRI, you know, whether it's, I don't think it's an ACL, but it's probably another ligament, meniscus, or one of the, different ligament in there. And I just don't want to go through it again, man. I had back surgery last year, you know, it worked, and that's great. I healed, and every time you go out though, every time I go under, it's you're gambling. Like people just trust that you're going to wake up. And who was it? It was, Bill Cartwright from Bonanza? No. Haas from Bonanza. I remember when I was like a teen. I believe I was like a teenager. Haas from Bonanza. If you don't know, Bonanza was a great show about the Cartwrights, and they had a ranch. I believe it was in North California or Utah. I can't remember if that was the set or if that was in reality where it was, or reality in the TV show where it was supposed to be. But there was, you know, it was Michael, Haas, Adam, right? So you had 3 brothers, 3 sons, and then Ben Cartwright was the dad, and they lived out in the West frontier. But anyway, Haas was this big fucking oaf dude. It was like me, you know. He was like a big oaf, right? Big gut, fucking. He shot like this. He shot with the hand. Oh, here I got this. He shot like this. He would put it up like that. He would use his shoulder to aim. I don't know why I thought that was funny as a kid. I used to fight. I don't know why I thought that was the funniest shit I ever seen. But anyway, in real life, not in fake life, you know, he has that surgery. So I don't know if it was serious, whatnot. I forget what it was for, but he goes in and then he wakes up and there's like fucking, you know, there's like a pair of scissors, a scalpel, just in his gut. And you're like, you know, what, do doctors care more now? I doubt it. They're on drugs. That was another thing. Like, they don't test doctors for drugs? Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild how they test like plumbers? They test the Navy. They tested me in the Navy to fucking, I'm over here, you know, scrubbing toilets and fixing software, loading software on PCs, and I'm getting drug tested. And surgeons that are doing back surgery, heart surgery aren't getting tested. That's wild, dude. That's insane. How is that even, you know, if that ain't some backwards shit, I don't know what the fuck is, dude. That shit's scary because doctors do drugs, dude. I mean, why would you got more money? You're not going to do drugs? You're on a different level of autism. I mean, to be able to remember all that shit is autistic. That's not normal. You know, people that are able to get these jobs in these higher level medical, that's autism, dude. That's not normal. they call it genius and all this shit, but is it really? You know, is it really? What would it die? I don't think it is. I mean, what would they do if it was back in the day? Back in the day before there was knowledge of that, I mean, what would they be doing? You know, I doubt they'd be figuring out. Do you think they would be shamans? I don't know if they'd be shamans. I just think they'd be, you know, at the mercy of the alpha male in the fucking group. I wonder if there's an alpha doctor. Probably not. Maybe there is. Maybe there's an alpha doctor that's like some kick-ass motherfucker. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad they're there. This Dr. Dye that did my back, God bless him. I mean, the guy fixed me. He made me walk. He made me walk again. I mean, I prayed. I thanked the Lord. I mean, amazing. I told him that to his face. I told him the guy's a goddamn godsend. You know, if anybody's getting in heaven, Dr. Dye is. I'll tell you that. I woke up talking about Russia. I woke up from, turns out they give you fentanyl to go under, you know, and I was only supposed to be under for, I think I was supposed to be under for hour and a half, and I was under for 3 because I signed the paper that said, you know, if you get in there and it's worse than it is, and it's not just what you see on the MRI and the CAT scan, that I give you permission to remove it. And while he's in there, he finds what looks like a chicken bone. It literally looked like if you bought some Popeye's chicken and just took a drumstick and bit it and pulled it off, and it was just lodged in my back. It grew. It was endings of it was from my vertebrae scraping together over 20 years. And like the bones, all the shards, where's it going to go? It's not like you shit it out. So they grow together. And so I had that, and then it starts blocking the nerves, and that's why I lost the use of my leg. You know, and the guy's a goddamn saint. The guy's a saint, dude. These Seventh-day Adventists, some of them guys they're all right with me, dude. You want to eat vegan shit, and it's fine. I don't give a fuck. Pass the tri-tip, dude. More for me. I don't give a fuck. You know, I'm trying to be healthy. I quit smoking. I quit smoking. Anyway, I don't know where we're at. Where are we at today? 42. What is this? What do we got? Comments? I don't know where this is going. Oh, Indianapolis. Shat Radio. Shout out, Shat. Shout out. What's up, doggy? Oh, no way. We had to watch a play about Japanese. Wow. It was like a fucking play. You had to watch a play? Wow. JD in the house. Code red dot. Shout out, Joe. JD. That's wild, dude. Is there going to be a battle? I always see in Discord there's going to have to be a battle. Indianapolis, that's right. USS Indianapolis. That's wild, dude. 7 day. What are they out there? 7 days? Floating on the seas, dude, fighting off fucking shark. That shit was wild too. When I watched the documentary on it, man, you see your boys floating over there and we're far away, and you're like, oh, they're still alive. But when they lift up the bodies, the whole bottom's gone. It's fucking. I couldn't imagine when we were in the Navy. They told us that our dungarees were flotation devices, and they showed us how to tie them. That was like, you know, I guess you'd get the idea was you tie the legs off, and then you can get water in there, and it would hold and keep you up, like when your shorts get full when you walk in. I mean, are you gonna fucking trust that? I mean, my boy Mike brought boogie boards. We bought boogie boards and stored them in this storage that we found. That was like because we were on an aircraft carrier, so it's so big. A lot of people don't know where nothing's at. And then you meet other guys like you, and you know you guys are boys and shit. So you're like, can I store some shit over there? So you'd store you store whatever, video cameras, fucking boogie boards, storing extra clothes to get in, because you only got that coffin rack. You know, it's like literally, it's like a 2x, what is it? It's like 2x2x2x2. You know, it's fucking tiny, dude. It's like just enough for your uniforms and like 3 civilian sets of clothes. It's fucked up, you know. And you're living like that's what it is. That's like most of Navy boot camp is like teaching you how to fold your shit. You like learn how to fold and shit. It's fucking gay. That shit was gay as shit. You learn, and then you have to write. I remember I had to write you had to write your name on the clothes, and I just fucking, it just made me, it makes you feel gay. And then, you know, I got, so every day, what happens is, you know, you're going about your training. They call it a birthing center. That's like where you're on this day, all you guys are birthed together in the military, and they call it a birthing area, right? So it's like 100 of you. And you're on a timeline that the Navy schedules. So it's like over this, what is it? It's like 12 weeks, 16 weeks of boot camp, right? It's by the, you know, it's all scheduled out for you, right? So it's like you're eating these 3 meals, you have to do these exercises, you're having to learn A, B, and C every day, the history. This is what you're learning, and it's all laid out for you. And but in the middle of that, as you're going along, if you fail things, fail tests, fail physicals, fail to be respectful, right? If you're like me, I had to learn. You have to learn to hold in your laugh. That was the biggest thing for me. I had to learn to not laugh at things, and it's very difficult to not smile. It's very difficult, man. It's very difficult when you're standing at attention and they put you in. There were some characters, bro. I had a pimp that was next to me from Ohio, and he just didn't get it. He just didn't get it. He could care less. And it was just like, God damn, dude. That's fine. I mean, we're just getting paid to work out, which was my idea. I was like, we're getting paid to work out. You get to learn some cool shit. We're going to be on a boat. We're going to be on a big ass Navy boat. It was cool to me. I was like, this is cool. Like, this is awesome. And they're paying me to fold clothes and work out. It's fine. Learn history. But this, you know, I had this guy next to me, man. And every time we got at attention, we're having a drop, you know, telling us to kill ourselves. And they have you do these workouts and shit. And you're like, all right, man, fine. You know, so you're doing like however many jumping jacks, you know, how many sit-ups. This guy's just itching his nuts. You know, he's constantly playing with his dick, dude. He's wigged out. He's fucking Wigga Mafia, dude. I liked him. He had a good heart. He was just like a pimp, though. He was always talking about he was pimping out hoes in Ohio. He got set back in training. I'd see him shovel snow. Every time we went marching, he was shoveling like a 10-foot high thing of snow just on repeat. His day was just like Groundhog's Day. That's what he did. But if you have to stencil all your underwear. You got to put your last name on your underwear, your last 4. And I remember there's females that you have your birthing area. Then upstairs is a female, your sister division. And we used to have to go intermix with them to like sometimes to, you know, going to eat, working out here and there, but not all the time. But we were going up there, and my boy was from Seattle, and I remember he was telling me about Master P. This is like fucking 97, dude. I didn't know who Master P was. He's telling me the Master P, and like, then I'm like fucking talk, you know, I'm like whatever, dude. Master P's like it sounds like a fucking like a slave master, dude. You know what I mean? What the fuck's he I was like talking shit. And fucking we're like in the hallway going up, and fucking the drill sergeant was right when he opened the door, I was laughing my ass off. And he's seen it. And he takes me, he goes, Moro. He always called me moron. He's like, moron, see me recruit moron out of the line. You know, he tells you to get out. Go downstairs, wait for me there. And like, so I had to go back downstairs, and I'm waiting there. And he comes back down. He's like, we're going in the fucking laundry. Like the laundry room is like, he always would tell us that's where he's going to go whoop our asses. And it was like, all right, like fucking, let's go. And like I started to follow him, you know? I mean, he probably would have fucked me. I was like $165, $175. He might have. I was just like, well, this is the way it is, you know? And he's like, all right, he's turned around. He's like, You need to get your shit together. Then he kicked it real. He was like, get your shit together, Moro. And I was like, all right, man. Yes, I will. Let's get it together. Stop laughing at shit. I was like, all right, I get it. They like had mercy on you and shit sometimes, But then he made me straggle. They called it straggle. You always have to have permission to be outside walking anywhere on the boot camp on the base if you're not with your division. So he didn't give me. He goes, I'm not going to give you a permission slip. You just have to walk. And this is what they did. Everybody knew this. They do that. And so when you're walking to wherever you got to go, medical, the chow hall, wherever you're going, every division commander, there's like 100 of them or more at Great Lakes, Illinois. There's a ton of them. They see you and then they get to kill you, right? Which is just like, where's your pass? I don't have it. And they start yelling at you, giving you the fucking blues, and then make you work yourself to death. They just start working you out, and you're just there working out, and you got to do that the whole way. This time, I didn't get stopped by nobody though, and I made it. And it was a graduating class at the chow hall. The chow hall, there was a class graduating, and I just went up behind them, and you weren't allowed to talk. Like, you couldn't speak freely the whole time you're there, except at night, when it's just you and the boys and the drill sergeant goes to sleep, then you can kind of chop it up and talk a little bit, right? The rest of the time you're shutting the fuck up, doing what the hell you got to do. So I make it in the chow hall line, and they're all laughing and just like relaxing. And I'm like, fucking, what the fuck is this? Like, cause you're not really in contact with what's happening after. You don't know what's happening day to day. You just know you wake up and this is what we're doing. You're told what to do, blah, blah. You don't know like weeks out what's happening. And I got to go in there and eat all the good food. They had like snack food. You know what I mean? They had like mozzarella sticks and pizza, and that shit is, and you're sitting there talking and stuff. And I'm like, wow, this is wild. And it was like, they went through hell week at the end of the boot camp. So they were like done. They were going to graduate. And I just ended up behind them. And I don't know why their drill sergeants didn't fuck with me. It was kind of wild. I just watched this thing the other day on the new boot camps where it's like they're all emotional, where they're like asking you how you feel. And it's not good, guys. It's not good. You can't get into that emotional shit when you're dealing with who's supposed to be defending us. And it's not good, dude. It's not good. It's not good. Our military that's why they're our military. They're a different breed. We treat them with respect. We know what they go through. They get these benefits. We appreciate them. Watching that video was disturbing, bro. It hurt. It hurt because it doesn't work that way. And as we know, we go to war. Like, we just do. This whole idea of like, what, we're not going to go to war. I don't want to go to war. And I don't like us going into battles or going over. I don't like that. I don't have control over it though. And it seems that we're always there. It just seems we end up in war, and it doesn't help them. It doesn't help them. It doesn't help them, dude. It's fucked up. I think there'll be more suicides. I think there'll be more suicides with that style of training. I don't think that in boot camp, maybe if you're talking about later on, the thing that needs to get changed is when you're getting out. When you're getting out, there should be a bigger help. There should be assistance in how to de-escalate. That's what because really when you're in the boot camp, they're gearing you up, dude, to survive. They're gearing you up to go to war in boot camp. Like, they're getting you to a level where you're the ultimate aggressive, disciplined dude. That's what they're doing. That's what you need. You do need that. You need a dog off the leash that gets called back when he's told. You need that. That's just unfortunate. That's how the world. That's what it is. But from what I've seen, man, when I watch these videos of the new boot camps, man, it's gonna have a bad effect. They need a bigger, when you're exiting the military, whether that's like if you're doing 4 years and then they need to keep an eye on you as far as like talking to you, like, are you going to stay longer? Whatever your years you sign up for. So if you sign up for 4, they come to you after like 3 and keep in touch with you. There needs to be maybe another, whatever position that is, somebody that, you know, and if you don't, then you continue on, you re-up and you do another 8, you know, or 4 more years or 2 more years or whatever. But they need to be in contact with you and then maybe have you, you know, they can figure it out, dude. These guys are psychological masters, bro. That's what I learned about being in boot camp. Like the psychology that they've mastered, how to control and amp you up is amazing, dude. The same shit they did to Manson, the same shit they do it at MK Ultra, except they're doing it without acid, and it works, dude. It's amazing. It is amazing. The psychology of that of training a group to believe in these things. Even when I was going through it, you know, yeah, I love America and I believe, you know, and I have American pride and patriotism as I'm going through it. And you're like, but you're still like, you know, you're still like, whoa, like this is, you know, honor, courage, and commitment. These are good things, right? Honor, courage, and commitment and dedication. These are good things that spill over into other parts of your life, which are good, you know, right? You want to have a committed loyalty to friends and family. Like these are good things to be honorable, dedicated. But there's these are humans that have perfected that, which is, you got to watch these cocksuckers, man. The government, man, you got to watch these cocksuckers. They'll fucking abuse it. They abuse it. And I do believe, like, I believe that you can manipulate minds so wild, dude. How you could turn somebody in. I believe, like, when they were doing those MK Ultras and having like the Johns do acid with the whores and watching them behind the thing, they were having people, they could make somebody kill themselves. Yes, maybe they were adding acid. Dude, if you added acid in boot camp and then had that situation that if you gave us acid and then had us go through boot camp, dude, they could have had you doing some the wildest shit, which I've seen them do. There's videos on YouTube, bro, where they're giving troops acid and having them and just seeing the effects, you know, without their knowledge. But the psychology thing, because it's not drugs, they go, well, it's not a drug. But this psychology, man, this is why CNN, the media, these things are powerful, man. It's wild when you're watching the country and you can see people when they walk by you. You can see people that are, it's like they're not even there, and it's almost like they're already they're programmed, and you're watching them. They're doing what they're told. It's insane. Like, I knew I was doing what I was told because I knew I was going to get a check, and I knew I knew why I was in the military. I knew why I was there. Like, I wasn't, you know, I always had and maybe it's because I've done, I don't know if it's because I've done acid before or what. I just knew why I was there. I was like, I'm here. Yeah. I was like, I can work out. I can get stronger. I can earn some money. I'm 19 and I need some college money. I get to go overseas. So, like, I'm obeying the rules for those things. Yes, the honor, courage, and commitment, the things you're learning are fucking awesome. I mean, I had courage and honor. I mean, those are things I was raised with. You know, my grandpa raised me with that shit. You know, commitment, being committed to see something through is phenomenal. To being able to see something through is great, man. Sometimes too much for me. I'm dumb. I'm fucking retarded that way. Like, I'll see something through and be like, what the fuck did I do that for? That took way too much of my time and wasn't worth it. But you live and learn, man. You know, there's some crazy, those psychological warfare is fucking wild, dude. Ian, what's good, brother? Check out Ian Ellis on Patreon, man, everybody. And YouTube, Philip Wave Radio. Some of the best animation and parody, man. Phenomenal comedian as well. This ain't too far off from the WHiggaz Muzzies that joined ISIS and pumped us out. Right. Exactly, Shat. All right, brothers. I'm checking it out for now. Love you, motherfuckers, dude. I'm going to go eat and walk the doggy. Wife's in Long Beach and probably I got to stop jerking. I'm trying to stop doing porn, dude. Like, I was watching this porn the other day. I don't know what it is about. I always get sucked into the dude. I hit the trans. Why? I hit the trans porn, and I'm watching trans. But then it's a woman. There's a woman, a trans, and a dude. 3-stack, triple stack. It's not good, dude. I guess I'm done. I quit, dude. That's it. I quit smoking, and I'm not watching porn. I'm not gonna. Well, I should say I'm not gonna jerk off to porn. I'll jerk off, but not to porn. So, because I think my mind is, it's warped. It's definitely warped, and I need to correct that situation. So I'm gonna have a commitment to that. I'm gonna try to honor that. I'm not gonna watch porn. Hey, salute, brother. Jesse Rogers is back on the scene. She's thick. Oh yeah, Jesse Rogers. Hot dog. Who's Daisy? Daisy Taylor. Ooh, watch out now, dude. I just watched some fucking. Oh, man, I was trying to think of the name. I was trying to remember that when I was watching. I was trying to remember the names, because they got the little star by it on XNXX. Like you can click the star and then it takes you to all those videos. Dude, there's some fucking banging ass T-dogs out there, and it's like, God damn, I need to knock it off, dude. Because I don't think I do it in real life, but like somehow jerking off to it ain't bad. I don't know why I feel like it's. It's just bad. You can't go down there. But then if I'm not doing that, I watch the fucking. This is terrible, dude. This is terrible because I'm just watching gape. What was it? A prolapse, dude. It was like a prolapse, but like she pulled like basically a balloon out. And it's like, come on, dude. It's just terrible, dude. It's terrible. All right, boys. Salute, boys. I'm out. I'm out of there. Have a beautiful night. Don't drink and drive.